and welcome back to Tea Time. I am James Mitchell and I'm joined as always by Psychotherapist and Mental Health Co-ordinator with 3 T's, Clare O'Brien. Pop the kettle on. It's tea time. Today we're going to talk about what to do if you're worried that someone you know may be suicidal, and the 3 T's 3 Steps program, which is know the signs, know the words, and know your supports. Claire, how do we tell the difference between a need for help as opposed to someone just having a bad day?
So there are a few signs to look out for. There are behavioural changes, personality changes, and events that have happened to them recently. Firstly, there are behavioural changes, so things like changes in their sleeping and eating patterns, either too much or too little. You might also notice that they're isolating themselves, maybe they're overindulging in alcohol or drugs, and you might suspect that they're self-harming. Personality changes include things like mood swings, or they might be more pessimistic than before. You might also notice that they're less interested in things like going out, or going to the cinema and hanging out with their friends, going to school, college, or even work. They might also be very angry or even get very quiet. It's all about extremes. If you notice any extreme behaviours, there might be something going on for you to be concerned about. Or people can seem very calm when they've made the decision to end their lives. They might give away their belongings and even start to settle their affairs.
That's a solid checklist to help determine if something's up, but what should we do if we're concerned about someone?
The best thing to do is to say it to them. That way they can't disregard your concerns, because as Irish people, we're very good at saying that things are grand when really they're not.
How direct can we be though, without there being a concern of them becoming overly defensive or angry?
The more direct you are with someone, the more likely they are to hear your concerns and allow you to help. This is especially true when it comes to suicide. If you think that someone might be suicidal, just ask them, are you thinking about suicide? Don't say to them, you're not thinking about doing something stupid, are you? Or you're not thinking about harming yourself. People who feel like this aren't able to think clearly and logically, so it's not stupid. In their minds, suicide is an option because they feel like things will never get better and that people will be better off without them.
If they say, yes, I am feeling suicidal, then what?
Just listen to what they have to say. They might want to tell you why they feel like this. The key thing at this point is to remember it's not your job to fix things. Your job at this point is to get them to the appropriate supports, which is the 3rd step in our 3 T's 3 Steps program. Okay,
so listen, don't judge, and figure out what they need next.
That's it. If the person is an immediate risk, we would always recommend bringing them to their nearest A&E department. Or if you think they need help but not immediately, you can arrange an appointment with their GP or a local counselling service. So if you aren't with them, try and get someone to go to them to keep them safe.
Okay, so let's recap. The important things to remember are: do look for telltale signs in their behaviour, or has something big happened to them recently? Be direct about suicide and listen, but don't try to fix it. Bring them to A&E or their local GP, or get someone to them if they're alone. Importantly, don't ignore it or leave them on their own. 3 T's have these handy pocket-sized guides.
These are the 3 T's 3 Steps to help prevent suicide.
Yeah, and they go through the 3 steps,
That's right.
which is know the signs, know the words, and know your supports. To get your hands on the guides, or for information on any of the topics covered in this episode or any of the episodes of Tea Time, please visit www.3ts.ie. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more content like this every week. And until next week, that's us. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.